on! He's...
What? What up, Spy Family fam?
Hey, fam.
Chris and Nicole are back at it again with another reaction. And today we're going to be reacting to Spy Family Season 1, Episode 8.
The counter-secret police cover operation.
Yeah. And then last episode, we got to see a little bit more of Anya and
I know, so cute.
Anya at school and the relationship flourishing in Damien's heart.
Yeah, all the blossoming roses.
And at the end, we got to see a little bit of Yor's brother, Yuri.
Yuri. Ooh, I hope we get to find out more about him.
Yeah, so let's check it out.
Let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh,
Poor Anya. Well, she did her best.
he tried.
Still hasn't got that denominator down, huh?
4 months?
Oh God,
Uh-oh.
look at him shake. A little nervous, Not a problem.
Not a problem. So much confidence in Anya.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Ooh, who are these guys?
Whoa.
Ooh. Jim Hayward.
Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh, that guy's scars look scary.
So you know he's a badass.
Ooh. No, not this lady. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oops, I forgot to tell him.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Oh, look at them.
How adorable.
Yeah.
Look at them. Hey, adorable. Called it.
Oh. My gosh.
Oh.
No. Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
he's a part of
He's-
anti-intelligence.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, look at his face.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I knew.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a spy, but he's counterintelligence.
Yeah.
Makes it more interesting.
Oh,
Like some
a
cute little puppy.
puppy.
Well, maybe he's a good cop. Good cop, bad cop kind of situation.
Oh. Oh yeah, good cop, bad cop. Or is he? I'm getting scared. Ooh.
Oh my god, only he knew about that evidence.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn. So he's able to acquire those photos himself. Really
What
legit.
kind of is spy?
You think it's Lloyd?
I think it's Lloyd.
Oh, he knows about
He knows
Twilight.
about Twilight. Oh, his face was so scary. Oh. Villain.
I mean,
It's kind of scary too.
yours kind of scary when she wants to be too.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh my god. He's brutal.
I did not expect that.
Oh no. But he was supposed to be cute like a puppy.
God, he really loves Yor.
Oh.
Oh damn, looking sick. Looking like a
That looks
Uchiha.
cool. I know.
Oh no.
Oh no. Bondman.
Bondoman.
構勉強にも発揮してくれる。あいつの銃の相談数は確か8発だ。そうだ、正解だ。
Oh.
よくそうだった。
Oh, this is how
Look
she's
how
gonna
serious she
study.
looks.
理解しやすいの。
That's the key.
That's the key.
That's the key.
おかえり
Look how
よさん。
serious she
I know.
is. Mm. Today.
Oh my
Let's go.
gosh.
Dude.
He's gonna meet Twilight, but he doesn't know
He
it's
doesn't know,
Twilight.
yeah.
Oh.
夫婦セットを用意してあるので。
Ooh.
Oh. Wow.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Wow.
してない。
Oh. Pretty late.
おじさんな。
Oh, damn, he started to read the manga too.
もう遅いから無理する
That's so
だろ。
cute. Bonding.
His outward appearance is so
つい
wow.
遅くなってしまった 全身がしびれる
Oh my god, he is
なん
obsessed
だって姉さん
actually.
は一年もの
yeah.
間結婚したことを教えてくれなかったあらゆる脅威を排除するそれは配偶
He's
者
one
に
of
とって
them.
も同じだ ロイド・フォージャークソ野郎だったら即刻牢にぶち込んでやる
家族、今ここで失うわけにはいかん。
Mm. Sleeping already.
Yeah, it's pretty late. Oh, look, she's using the grinder.
Oh yeah. Oh, and pour over coffee as well. That's I think that's called a Hario, or it's made by Hario.
Ooh.
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 Red versus blue eyes.
Mm.
見定める
この男が我が家にとって
にふさ
害を
わしい
Oh.
This is gonna be good.
This is
I'm
good.
excited.
Mm-hmm.
あ、
Gonna be a
とお荷物
secret
預かりますよ。
battle.
Mm-hmm.
いえ大丈夫です
Secret
あり
battle.
がとうございますお気遣いなく誰が貴様の作ったものなど
Oh damn, I already hate him.
I know.
敵が顔に出ちゃってた
Mm-mm.
尋問の後だからか姉さんの前では真面目な公務員を演じなければ
So many
Mm-hmm.
secrets.
仕事を続けるために結婚しましたなんてませんもの。
Continue killing.
ありがとう、ユーリ。
Oh, wow.
うん
How did she fit that in that
で
vase?
も姉さん
Possible.
僕はまだ認めたわけじゃない
Uh-oh.
なんで1年も黙ってたの
独身女性が世間から怪しまれる云々のことは、
ダメです。弟はちょっと神経質なところがあるというか、好きでもない方と結婚したとしたらきっと
Mm.
取り乱しちゃうと思うんです。
Mm. Yep,
Mm, yeah,
definitely.
Can see that.
迷惑がかかるかもしれないし大丈夫です。私、とっておきの言い訳を考えてあるんです。ユーリのことは私が一番よくわかってる。
Ooh, what's she gonna say?
What is she
頼ん
gonna
だぞ
say?
夜さん。
どうなの姉さんなんで言ってくれなかったの
それは
Hmm?
忘れてたからです。
Oh my god.
Wow.
うん
Oh,
忘
れてたんです。
れて
wow.
いうかこの間の電話の時なんでせめてあの時
Yeah.
あれは結婚のこと伝え忘れてたのを忘れてたからです。
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, you're.
姉さんがそういう
It
の
must be true. Hey,
Go, man.
Nanda, it worked.
Wow.
It worked.
男は姉に対する理性を持って
She
いない。
knows her brother
もう
best.
姉さんはおっちょこちょいだな
Wow.
ブライア家では
Okay.
For a whole year.
I know.
Ooh.
お
お待たせしました。
楽しいひとときを邪魔するないや形だけでも
ロイドさんの料理美味しそうでしょ
He likes it.
簡単に認めると思うなよ
Bill
け
it.
どが
Hmm.
そうだ
Oh,
ワインも持ってきたんですよ
Jeez.
Yes,
よかっ
cheese,
た
olives.
これ
olives.
はご丁寧に。
酔わせて貴様の薄汚い本性を暴いてやるぞ
夜さんはダメですよ。
出ます。残念
Ah, he knows.
He knows.
お二人はどこで知り合ったんです
Oh, yeah, she's drinking
3番
water.
街のブティックです。
知らない方がすごく
He already knows his wife.
Yep.
Pretty well.
その食事はいつどこで何回くらい
Cool.
店の前は
Damn.
何度目の仰せで交際へと至ったのですか
Jeez.
結婚の決め手は
That was like 10 questions.
I know.
のような感じは。まあ、夜と。
夜僕でさえさん付けなのにで姉さんはまさかロイロイとかロッティとか
Loidy.
Loidy. Or loy loy. I like loy loy.
Loy loy.
普通にロイドさんですよ。
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
damn.
姉に対する理
He
性
went hard.
He went hard real fast.
大丈夫。ほら、水。
No.
God damn, he cannot hide his emotions.
どこを好きになったんだちょっと料理ができ
Because he can cook, he's handsome and tall.
Mhm.
Consider a doctor. Yeah. Hmm.
He wanted to hate him so bad.
I know. And he
そうい
can't.
えばユーリ君外交官なんです
Oh.
ね。そらしいそらしい。
Yeah, there you go.
立派なご職業で、夜さんいつも鼻高に自慢してますよ。
Ooh.
この間はフーガリアまで行ったんですって。
でもそうだね。
Mm-hmm.
美しい街だった。
医学研修で行ったことがあります。
あ
へえ。カルパティアにはよく行きましたよ。店主のじいさんが作るシチューが絶品で。
僕もそれ食べました。ああ、
Uh-oh.
このワインもフーガリアさんのやつでしたか。
Oh.
いい品だ
お。
これはエジャー通りの店で買ったもの。
レジャ
Oh.
ー通りの専門店でたまたま見つけて。
Oh.
お高かったでしょう。200ダルクだろ。
いえ、200ダルクほどですよ。
やはりな。
Oh.
十分高価ですよ。オスタニアの情報機関が使っている作り話のマニュアルの一つ。
Twilight is so
他国へ渡航したと
cool.
偽装する時の店主は今息子に店を任せている。
And this stew is
ワ
not
イン
good.
も折からの不作で作に値上がりした。
Oh.
その程度ではとはごまかせても
Damn.
Damn.
通じんぞユーリ・プライヤ。
Uh-oh.
外務省勤務時フランキーに調べさせたところ、
Oh,
職員を
wow.
務めていた形跡があるのは1年ほど前まで法機関から引き抜かれたのであろう。
Ooh.
断片情報から察するに、この
Oh.
男の所属は国内傍聴
Dang, he knows already.
秘密警察。
Damn.
危険は伴うが、俺の
He's
正体
good.
を怪しまれぬ限り敵方を探る強力な情報源になる。
Oh.
僕も
Ooh.
今度お返しを送ります
Can
よ。
use this to his
いい
advantage.
兄さんができてよかったですね、ユーリ。
存外、手綱を握りやすいかもしれん。
ユーリ？
Oi.
認めないって言っただろう、姉さん。うちは両親がいなくて貧しかったから、勉強道具もまともに揃えられなかった。
バイトまだ終わらないのかな。
Oh my
Oi.
god. Dude.
What is he gonna...
Don't worry, it's not my blood.
これ返り血だから。ユーリ、
Uh,
Damn, she's been doing this work.
since she was
ユーリが欲し
She
so
い。
looks like she's
young.
like 10.
Yeah.
バイト代たくさん入ったので、姉さん。
姉さん
My
Oh my
god, she
gosh, she's
doesn't even
always-
look covered in blood.
She's
all
always
over.
covered in blood. Aw, what a nice memory.
Beautiful, beautiful family.
Mm-hmm. Just always covered in blood.
So it's just them two, even from
Yeah.
that age?
It seems like.
だけど、その相手は僕以上に姉さんを守れるやつじゃないとダメなんだ。あんたにその役が務まるのか、ロッテ
Oh, Lloydie.
Lady.
Lloydie.
弟を安心させたくて。
あなたに負けないくらい、夜さんを愛しています。
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
夜さんをとても好いている。
Wow.
これは弟をごまかすための演技ですから。
たとえ槍が降ろうと、隕石が落ちてこようと、僕は生涯をかけて彼女を守り抜きます。
Oh.
男は堂々として
隕石だと
Meteors.
せいでやれる自信はあるが、実はこいつすごいやつなのか。どうやって口では何とでも言えるさ、嘘つきめ。あんたは嘘つきの顔だ。
ああ、も
Uh-oh.
う。ユーリは昔からそそっかしいんです。
え、結婚して1年も経っているのに、
あ
手が触れただけで本当に夫婦？
Uh-oh.
何言って
Hey.
いつもラブラブだよ。
本当に夫婦だというのを証明してみせてよ。
What?
Kiss.
Kiss?
証明書ならありますけど、
そうじゃない。
お
今ここで
Oh! Yes, 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 yes.
好き同士なら簡単なことだろ。
だって人前で。
Yeah, it's kind of
一回
weird.
だけでいい。できないのなら役所に婚姻の撤回を訴える。
Kiss,
ま
kiss,
ずい展開
kiss,
になったぞ。どうする？
kiss,
いや
kiss,
You gotta
kiss.
kiss, bro. You gotta
Kiss,
kiss.
kiss.
情報に黄昏
kiss,
これまで任務で
kiss.
でも look how fast he's thinking.
キ
Mhm.
スの一つ
Less than a
作戦
second.
が円滑に進むのならば、そんなことでよければ、
ちょっとロイドさん、
いつものようにするだけさ、夜。
偽装のために。
Kiss, kiss
Oh
on
my-
the
でも、
No, no, no.
On
It
the
has to be on the
forehead?
lips.
on the cheek.
lips.
Oh, lips?
It has to
Oh
be.
my gosh. Oh.
Oh, what
why
a,
you do that
what
to
a
us?
God. That was a cliffhanger.
Oh my gosh.
Epic cliffhanger. Ah.
Ooh.
Oh man, it's getting spicy,
Whoa.
getting sus. What a
Yeah.
good episode.
Yeah, that was
Man, ooh, that ending too.
good. I know.
Man, what
What's
A
gonna happen?
cliffhanger.
I know.
And what's gonna happen? I don't know.
I don't know.
Dude, are they gonna kiss? How are they gonna kiss?
I don't know. Yeah, see how.
Oh, we'll discuss that
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
But yeah, overall impressions of the episode.
Good episode. I'm so glad. Like, I was kind of like, okay, they kind of introduced Yuri at the end of the other episode, and I was like, ooh, are we really gonna find out like who he is, what he does? And we do.
Yeah, we
So-
only got that little tidbit at the end
Yeah.
of the last episode, and we see him for the first time, and here we get so much information about him, his true intentions, who
Yep.
he is, and who he truly is, and
Yeah.
his little sister complex that he has,
Yep.
or older sister
Older
complex.
sister. Yeah.
Man, and woo, at the
Ooh.
end, the whole dinner and everything, it was,
Yeah.
man,
Oh man.
crazy stuff.
It
All
was.
right. So yeah, let's break
Let's
down
break it
this
down.
episode scene by scene, give
Yeah.
our thoughts, and check it out.
Yeah.
So the episode opens up with Anya at school,
Yeah. In math class again.
in math, and she's called upon by the teacher. And what does she do?
She says her answer very loud and proud.
I know. I love how she puts her hands on the.
Yeah.
She puts both of her
She
hands,
was
and
so
she's like
certain.
so serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this scene. It's pretty hilarious.
And then she gets it wrong.
Yeah. She gets it dead wrong.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Poor girl.
So the answer is actually
1-6.
1-6.
Ooh.
Ooh. See? I can do kindergartner math.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty advanced
But,
for kindergarten
yeah.
math, honestly.
Yeah, they're just starting elementary, right?
Yeah, it seems like
essentially.
it seems like they're kindergartners and they're doing I
fractions.
feel like that's
That's
not
impressive.
until like what, like 4th grade, 3rd grade,
Something
know.
like that.
I don't know.
I haven't been in 4th grade in a while.
But I guess they're advanced instead of this private school that's really like an elite school. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then it jumps to a scene between Lloyd and his informant Sylvia Sherwood.
That's right. The handler.
The handler, yeah.
Yeah.
So we get to see a little bit of her again.
Yeah.
And she wants Anya to progress and get 8 Stella within 4 months.
Yep.
And then we see Lloyd over here.
I know.
He's like shaking. He's like, not a problem, right?
And she hella caught on like,
Yeah, I think she says like your lying skills have like decreased or something to
for
that
sure.
to that extent.
Yeah.
And he believes that she actually is more capable of getting 8 ponitrus
Bolts.
in 4 months rather.
Yeah. Which seems possible since she has one already.
And she also informs Lloyd that there has been a informant that has been compromised at City Hall.
Yeah.
And it jumps to this scene of the State Security Service or the SSS.
Yeah.
SSS, triple S.
Triple S. Yeah.
And they're basically the country's counterintelligence
Right.
agency.
Correct.
Basically the main enemies of Wise.
Yeah.
And yeah, these guys are what? They're pretty much supposed to be like the German secret police, right?
Yeah. Pretty much. They're
The SS.
yeah. Because they look like they just go wherever, and then if they think you're an informant, they just pretty much take you in for interrogation. Very
Anyone-
extreme interrogation.
Yeah, as we see later
Yeah.
in the episode.
Yeah.
And yeah, apparently, but in this case, they're actually correct.
Yeah, they were correct.
And it jumps to the scene with Yor and her coworkers kind of in the
Right.
back.
Right.
And Camila comes in and she lets Yor know that her little brother now knows that she's married, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
So
Dominic
Dominic told
Yuri.
Camilla. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and now Yuri, it's like, so we found out that your brother doesn't know you're married and you've been married for a year, and she's like,
I totally forgot.
I totally forgot.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really is like a scatterbrain
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah,
right?
she is, for someone who's supposed to be like very careful to not let people know you're an assassin. But yeah, so she finds out also because of that, because she just moved, she didn't let Yuri know about her new phone number, so he's going directly to their apartment today. Yeah.
Today. And yeah,
Today.
this kind of sets the scene for
Yep,
what's
yeah.
gonna happen in the rest of this episode. We're gonna have Yuri
Yeah.
come and meet Lloyd,
Yeah.
her basically secret husband.
Yeah.
Oh man, this at this point I'm just like, ooh, Ooh, this is getting spicy,
Yep,
man.
yep,
And the
yeah,
fact
for
that
sure.
he's coming today
Yeah.
is
Like
pretty
there's
intense.
no time to rehearse anything. There's no time to change the apartment really.
Nope. And then it jumps to the short scene of the first lieutenant in interrogating the informant,
Right.
and it then jumps to Yuri coming in. So we kind of see this guy, and then he like
It's
burns.
kind of intense. Yeah, he takes his own cigarette and burns it into the informant,
Yeah,
which seems really extreme, right?
yeah. And then we see Yuri come in, and they have a short conversation about. It kind of jumps to outside in the hallway, and they have a conversation. They're talking about Yuri and what they think about
Yeah,
him.
he's so young and
He's risen up through the ranks quickly.
really quickly, and then it kind of jumps to like a scene of between like some upper like superior
Yeah, I
or
believe
boss.
it's the first lieutenant, the guy that we see in the
Yeah.
hallway, and the boss.
And the boss, like a-
they just call him the boss.
Yeah.
But he's obviously maybe a general of some kind.
yeah,
He's
he
wearing
seems like
sunglasses.
yeah, and he has his own office.
And he asked him what are his thoughts of Yuri.
Yeah, and he's like a little puppy.
Isn't he? I think he goes, "Isn't he so adorable?
Yeah,
He's like a cute little puppy."
I know. Like, oh, he's like a puppy.
Yeah.
Really?
Can you imagine a general saying that about one of his lieutenants?
I
Jeez.
don't know.
Man, I mean, whatever Yuri's doing, it's working.
I mean, it's always good to be on their good side, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, if your general thinks you are adorable and cute like a puppy, that's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Next we see Yuri's interrogation skills. So at
Yeah.
this point, we're thinking like, oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so that guy was pretty intense.
Yeah, he was
So-
definitely bad.
And then they're kind of like saying like he's a cute puppy-like
Yeah.
guy, and they're
Yeah.
saying, oh, so
Yeah.
we all need this kind of person within the ranks.
Right. Yeah,
And
like
we're-
leading up to it, it's like there's so much like, oh, okay, so he's gonna be good and sweet and
Yeah.
everything like a puppy would be.
Mm-hmm. And we're thinking, okay, so this must be like a good cop, bad cop kind of situation.
Yeah.
And later we learn more about Yuri and what
Tactic.
his real tactics are.
Yeah.
And we actually find out that the other guy was the good cop.
Yeah. The guy with the scars on his face.
That was the good
that was
cop.
the good cop.
Because Yuri is he's the bad cop
Yeah.
in this situation.
But when you see him talking to the informant initially, he's so like nice and he's just kind of pleasantly
Yeah,
talking
at
to
first,
him.
at
Yeah,
first.
at first.
and then he eventually it
Yeah.
turns pretty sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fast.
Especially once he starts talking about his sister.
Yep.
Because the informant's like, please just let me go. Like, I just wanted to.
Mhm.
I was just trying to get some extra cash for some prostitutes or something.
I
It
don't-
says something along those lines. And he goes,
He's just saying whatever to get out.
but like it leads that he wants money for his prostitutes, so he doesn't care about his family. So this triggers Yuri, and he's like, I care about my family. I care about my sister. And he's like, if you don't care about, and this makes Yuri pit.
Yeah.
Like he does not like anybody like and he's like constantly mentioning Yor at this
Yeah.
point, I think.
Like the whole time. I
The
mean,
whole
he
time.
started the conversation by talking about Yor.
And yeah, you just see how obsessed Yuri is with his sister. Like he definitely is that Japanese character trope of being having a sister complex or a
Definitely.
siscon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So yeah, we see him take the informant's head and smash it into the ashtray.
we
Which
also
was-
see the photos as well
Oh yeah, that's right.
that
That's
he
right.
took.
Yeah.
Because this guy is like fully denying it at this point. He's like, no.
Yeah.
But then we find out that Yuri took photos
Right, right, right,
himself,
right.
which is actually pretty.
Yeah,
Pro,
really
right?
good spy
Yeah.
work because that
Spy
means
work,
he
yeah.
was like following him and he had camera ready. And then the thing
It
is,
shows the level of like how serious he is
about
about
his
taking
job,
and
yeah.
how good he is at his job. Like
Yeah.
his superior is the first lieutenant guy. He doesn't have this incriminating evidence
yeah,
to make
which
the
they probably could have
informant,
they
like-
showed it earlier, but
yeah.
he forgot to. So maybe
He forgot,
Maybe
okay.
the forgetfulness runs in the family.
Maybe he genuinely did forget. Who knows? Probably not. But yeah, and then we see it's really revealed his true personality, the way his tactics are, and it kind of reminds us of Yor a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely. Like there's a switch that flips in them, and they go into like kill mode. So
Like, straight up.
Yor has like assassination mode, and then Yuri has just SSS cop mode.
SSS, secret police mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, dude, him shoving the informant's face into the ashtray was so intense.
It was so intense, and it was so long. Like I didn't realize it was gonna be for so long, and like he just kept twisting his face in there, and I was like, oh
what a
my
surprise!
gosh.
Were you pretty surprised at this
Yeah,
moment?
I did not expect him to do that at all. Like I was like, okay, he's definitely good cop. Like he's gonna like use this sweetness to like get through to him, but nope. Nope.
Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, yeah, I totally felt like he was gonna be a good guy. Like, especially when they were leading up with everything that he seems like he's a puppy. Oh man, and oh boy, we were wrong.
Yep.
We were really wrong.
Yeah.
Jeez. And next, it skips to Anya and Lloyd, and Anya's watching her favorite show.
No, wait. Before that, when we go back to the pictures, he's actually like, did you see who you were talking to when you were passing all those documents and everything?
Right.
And then
yeah.
he's like, was there any kind of weird speech, or is there anything you can identify him? He's like, no. He's like, how about, does this name sound familiar? And it says Twilight, and we're like, ooh.
Yeah.
So that means
he
Yuri
knows
is
about
aware of
Twilight,
and that he is a very like skilled master of disguise agent on the other side. And he basically says he's his sworn enemy, basically.
Yeah, he's like the sworn enemy of the country trying to create chaos.
Yeah, he calls him a villain too, and I'm like, villain?
Villain,
But I
yeah.
guess when you're on the other side, the other person is always the villain.
Opinions. It's whoever the enemy is a villain.
Yeah.
Essentially, so yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that all turns out. But yeah, we know that Yuri knows about Twilight, but he doesn't know enough about Twilight. He doesn't know his identity.
Nope.
Doesn't know what he looks like.
Nope.
He definitely doesn't know that he's married to his sister, but
Yeah.
I guess we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it goes back to Anya watching her favorite show, Bondom. And there's like a torture sequence here.
Yeah. I mean, we went from seeing this actual like torture sequence of someone getting interrogated, and then jumps to the the spy show she's watching.
Spy Wars.
Spy Wars, and he's
We
just
also learned that
getting whipped.
Getting whipped, yeah. Did they ever say that the name of the show was Spy Wars?
I don't know.
But yeah, we learned that in this episode when they're reading the manga together.
Yeah, Spy Wars.
Spy Wars. But the main takeaway from this, I think, and really hilarious part is that Anya's beginning to learn a little bit about fractions from the show.
From the show. And then honestly, that should be like some like light bulb going off in Lloyd. Like, feature everything in terms of the show. That's it.
I think that's why he's trying to read the manga, and we see him reading the manga
That's
later.
true. He seems like he's trying to get more connected with Anya in that sense.
Yeah. If he can integrate Spy Wars into her learning about fractions and whatnot, then I think this is a good in for her, and it'll actually help her learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, really, Lloyd thinking about it, I think, here, like, trying to make it so that she's successful and getting. He's always thinking about that mission, trying to get her academics up.
Right.
So, yeah. And I love her expression here, Anya, after she's like, so how many bullets are left? Two of 8, right?
Right.
And then she's like, that's 2 8s. And she's like, so like,
yeah, like, oh, I get it now.
yeah. I know. She feels like she's like an adult, and it totally reminds us of like that Mandem scene from Barakamon. I don't know if you guys know. Mandem.
Oh my god,
it's just
so
like when
funny.
that little cute child thinks they've grown, you know? And that totally, it's so cute seeing her acting like she did something good.
Yeah.
Which she did. Let's
funny,
not downplay her 2 8 fraction learning here. So I really enjoyed
it's
this
a
part.
success for her.
And your comes in with an emergency message that her brother is coming in today. And Lloyd is like, oh god.
Yeah, luckily he assures her.
And I have a bunch of lovey-dovey couple accessories just for this situation.
Yeah, oh my god, these are so funny. It's like the his and hers toothbrush.
I like the pillows that just say yes and yes.
I know, and it's like again hearts everywhere, and they have like photos. Somehow they have photos already in like frames.
Yeah. And
So he was ready
the
though.
cup with the 2 toothbrushes. And it says love.
Yeah.
So cute, cute.
Mama and Papa are flirting.
I know, I love that part. I love when anytime Anya just comes up and she's she's like stating what she's observing.
Yeah.
They're flirting
Yeah.
or
Yeah, basically. Whenever,
Papa's a liar.
Yeah.
I love all of these scenes.
yeah. I feel like that's why they had to, like, at least when Yuri finally comes over, you know, she falls asleep because it's like really late.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
yeah.
like they had to have her not there yet because she totally would be reading, you know, Yuri's mind. Yeah. All of their minds, actually.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, why would that be bad if she was to read Yuri's mind?
I don't know, because I feel like she would kind of hear about like how both of them are gonna like they're against each other, and I don't know if that would be good for her to know that they're against. They're literally they're enemies. I don't know.
But I mean, Anya knows that Lloyd's a spy and like all of this.
Yeah.
Like, how would this negatively affect the plot, and why did they intentionally have her out of this scene? Like, what are the implications of that, and why? Like, would it really be that negative for her to know Yuri's true intentions as well?
I don't know. Something about it for me does feel like it would be bad for her to. That's her first impressions that you meet your uncle that wants to kill your dad that you
So
really
do
like.
you think they're just never gonna meet?
No, I don't think they're never gonna meet, but I think maybe at least right now while they're, you know, drinking and kind of thinking these horrible thoughts about each other, that it was best that she wasn't there.
But don't you think eventually when he does meet her, he's gonna have those same thoughts, or you think his mind's gonna change in the future?
I mean, right now, as of right now, he doesn't know anything that's actually Twilight. And now that Lloyd...
Do you think
What?
Anya would somehow give away to Yuri that Twilight is Twilight? Or that Lloyd is Twilight?
I don't know about that.
Like, I'm just curious why they kept her out of this scene. I don't see any negative aspect of her knowing Yuri, like Yuri's true intention. Or
Well, as of right now, I mean, like, she doesn't have anyone that's fighting each other. I mean, yes, she knows that Yor is an assassin and that Lloyd is a spy, but they're not against each other. They're still going to be working together. This is going to be the first time she hears someone's thought and they're actually against each other. They're enemies. I don't know. I think
is
that's
that bad? Like, what do you think she's gonna freak out or something?
I mean, she's just a kid. Who knows? I mean, she's gonna find out that her
she
uncle wants to
knows
kill.
all this other stuff, like when she got kidnapped.
Someone wants like harm to Twilight now. I think that's gonna be different. I don't know. That's what I.
All right, I just want to know your thoughts on that. I don't know. I don't know why they.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it must be for a reason to have her not there. Like,
I'm just
they easily
curious.
could have. Yeah. I
Why
mean, I'm
do
curious
you
too.
guys think that she was kept out of this scene? What plot implications would that affect?
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Why? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just curious.
I don't know.
But
It was
anyways.
choice, but
Yeah, and then it jumps to it's 9 p.m. Lloyd and her are reading the manga together, and yeah, he eventually puts her to sleep, and finally Yuri shows up, and he has like these giant flowers,
yeah, or so many roses,
like hella roses,
like 100 or more.
and they both like this is the first interaction of Lloyd and Yuri, and they have this like death stare at each other, and they both are thinking in their minds, is this person deserving of yours love?
Yep.
Like they both are thinking this,
Yep.
and then it's like, man, we're gonna have a secret battle in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just love the look that they give each other. They're both like very happy at first,
So
and then they
fake.
have this like really like serious dead stare that they give each other.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So the next thing is Lloyd is kind of trying to figure out what to tell Yuri about their marriage. Like, are we going to tell him the truth? And he suggests that, yeah, we should just let him know that their marriage is based on the fact that being an unmarried female in this world is a bit suspicious, right?
Yeah. And therefore, their marriage is false.
And yeah, so
yeah. I mean, like,
do you think that's the right way to go, or?
I mean, I think maybe he was thinking that Yor and Yuri were close enough that he could like tell the
Yeah,
truth
he's
in
like-
that sense. Because like, I mean, it's because that would totally pull in the whole reason why. Like, why didn't she tell him for a whole year? Like, you know, all of that. It would have been like, okay, the reason why is because it's technically false because we are just doing this for my safety, and you know, it would just be better for both parties at the time. But Yuri,
Yuri being the psycho he is, he's not gonna accept that.
No, he's not. Well, Yor doesn't say
Essentially, yeah.
psycho, but she says he's sensitive.
He's sensitive.
Yeah.
And yeah, he wouldn't accept anybody,
Yeah.
or he
Or he
wouldn't
wouldn't-
accept the fact that they got married
But by not actually
without
loving each other. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Because the only thing that
He
he would
doesn't want
accept, the only
Yor-
thing that he wants is that Yor basically falls in love, and that's the reason why she would get married, and that's the only reason
What
she
he
should.
wants is like to fall in love with him.
I know, probably. I mean, he's just so obsessed with her. It's weird.
Typical.
But I mean,
whatever.
like, they grew up together just later. I mean, like, yeah, we find out even later about their kind of past, so it makes sense.
But yeah, basically he doesn't accept that Yor would marry someone that she doesn't actually love.
Yep.
So she says, "Man, I got this. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it, Lloyd. I got this. I know my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I have the perfect excuse."
Yeah.
And the perfect excuse is,
I forgot.
and then it jumps back to her saying that to him, and then the shocked expressions from Lloyd.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's amazing. This
Yeah.
this moment is so hilarious.
Yeah. Because it's like you're really waiting for, like, what is her perfect excuse? What could she possibly say to Yuri for forgetting for an entire year that she got married?
hmm
I forgot. It's
And-
the worst.
And
but
apparently he
best
buys
answer.
it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And like I think Lloyd says that his sense of or Yuri's sense of logic goes out the window if
Yeah.
it's anything related to his own sister. Like he just buys it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're such a scatterbrain sis."
Yeah.
Oh man.
I guess she's probably just very forgetful. So it's like, oh, she
Yeah.
would forget something like that. Because he even brings up the reason for, like, wait, I saw you last time and you didn't even tell me you were married. You said you guys were just partners. And then she's like, oh, I forgot I didn't tell you. Like, oh, okay.
And he just buys it.
And he buys that
But this is
even.
probably not the first time this has happened, right?
Yeah.
She probably has done this in the past.
Yeah, but actually, now that I think about it, she probably that's probably her default answer for everything. Because it's like, oh, why were you so late today? And it's like, oh, I forgot
Why
to
are
tell
you
you.
covered in
Why are you
blood?
covered in blood? Oh, I forgot to tell you that I did this thing. She
I
probably
forgot.
I forgot. Yeah, that's probably her default.
Perfect excuse.
Yep.
Perfect excuse.
Yeah,
Man, some good stuff. So
good
then
stuff.
So then Lloyd comes through with his meal. He made some, like, looks like a salmon carpaccio kind of
Yeah,
situation.
it looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good. And then Yuri just wants to hate it, right? And he's
Yep.
like, just go.
Yeah, I
And
don't
he-
even want to eat your food.
Then he eats it and he hella likes
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like Lloyd sets up like a whole little dinner platter stuff for all of them to
Yes,
eat and
some little
talk.
bites. He has like
Yeah.
cheese. He has olives.
Cheese, olives.
almonds.
Yeah.
He has like the,
There's like the tomatoes with the cheese and olive oil.
Mhm.
I forgot that one's called.
ooh,
Ooh, that
forget.
sounds really. It would look really good.
And next, he presents his present to them, which is a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
which is
bottle
nice.
of wine. Yeah.
And I love the fact that Lloyd tells Yor, like, "Hey, chill on the drinking for tonight, right?"
Yeah.
And you see her. She has like a wine glass just filled with water.
Yeah.
Because we all know what happened last time she got drunk.
Yeah. She has a little too much fun, and
I
this
love-
is not a meeting that
yeah.
she should drink too much.
But instead, we see someone else get drunk. But that's a little bit later. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I love that, like, he knows his wife that well at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that, hey, this is like a serious situation. Don't get drunk. But
Mm-hmm.
oh man, we could have had drunk Yor once again.
No.
But yeah,
Not this
I
time.
don't think it would have been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's actually Yuri's intent. The reason why he brought the wine is actually to get Lloyd drunk. But as we all know, Lloyd doesn't get drunk at all. He's like pretty much immune to getting drunk, which is really pro.
Yeah.
And yeah, he wants to get him drunk so he can find a little bit more information out of Lloyd. But he knows we both know that that's not gonna happen. And Yuri gets a little bit drunk himself. And he basically he asks Yor what kind of nicknames you call him or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he just cannot.
Well, I think it starts off first with first Lloyd. He just refers to Yor as just plain like Yor. Like he doesn't have any like formality. He just calls her Yor, and then so that makes Yuri think of like, so if he's so casual with her, then she must be even more casual with him. And he then asks like, what are the nicknames you're calling? Are you calling him Loy Loy? Are you calling him Lloydy?
Lloydy. I like Loi Loi. Loi Loi is good.
I like Loi Loi.
Loi Loi. Yeah, and
then he starts to chug the wine
he chugs the
because
wine.
he's so upset that that his sister that he loves so much is calling someone else cute names.
Yeah,
nicknames.
it's pretty hilarious. I love how he's just like, he's like going hard on the
First
wine.
he pours it in the glass, and then
He
after a while
pours it, and
he
then
starts
just
drinking
pouring
from
it straight
from
into
the bottle.
mouth.
Yeah.
Man, what a beast.
Yeah.
It looks like they're both pretty susceptible to alcohol, both siblings.
Yeah, they seem pretty
Yuri and
emotional
Yuri.
when they drink.
Yeah. And then Lloyd comes through with the water and he's like, here, have some water. And then I love the way he just like snatches the water out of his hand. He's all mad.
Yeah.
Yuri. Yeah, he just cannot hide his true feelings here. He's just so passionate about his sister, I guess. And yeah, he then goes on to explain his like time in Hagaria.
Yeah, Hagaria.
And he explains that this is where he got the wine as well.
Yeah, he visited the capital. He went to this restaurant, and he was even like they even said the name of the restaurant.
And the chef he makes an excellent stew.
Yeah.
And then he also asks how much it is, and he says it's about $200 which is their currency. And Lloyd instantly recognizes that this story is like straight out of the Estonian Intelligence Agency Manual of Deception. Boom. And
he was even like saying the answer before Yuri was. He was just saying the answer in his mind before Yuri even said it too. So it was like, ooh, he knows it right off the top of his head.
Yeah, and he knows the actual prices, and he knows that the wine is actually 300 now, and that chef is actually not even there anymore, and it's actually run by his son.
And then there was like another thing, and actually the street name was that something too?
Hedger Street?
Yeah, the Hedger Street. I feel like that was like another part, but man.
Yeah, and then he's able to deduce like pretty much Yuri's true identity.
Yep.
And everything about him. Like he knows that he's most likely a part of the SS, and that he's pretty much his main enemy.
Here. Yeah.
Man, it just like shows how pro Lloyd is.
Yeah.
And he also had Frankie do some digging about Yuri's background as well. And man, yeah. Lloyd is just pro. I'm very impressed that every single time Lloyd always kind of knows what's up, and it just shows how pro he is and why he's the #1 agent at Wives. Yeah, Lloyd is just always impressing me at how pro he is.
He really is. He's so good. I mean, this is the first time he's ever meeting, and he's already found out Yuri's true identity.
And it jumps then to Yor and Yuri's backstory a bit here.
Yeah.
And we get to find out a little bit more about them, how they grew up. So apparently they grew up just them two.
Yeah.
There wasn't even like an uncle or family member that was taking care of them.
No.
And then we also see that Yor has a part-time job.
Yep. Ever since she was very young.
Yeah, it looked like she was what, like 10?
She looked really like probably 10. And that she was
and
already
Yuri was like 5,
yeah.
6.
She was already an assassin.
Yeah, and she just comes through the door just covered in blood.
Yeah.
I love how Yuri he's like, you're covered in blood. And then like she continued, and it jumps to a later scene and she's still covered in blood.
Yeah, it's like years later and she's still just talking to him with blood all over her face.
It's not my blood.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
And then she probably did this so many times that if he showed up with right now, if she was covered in blood, he'd be like, oh, that's my sister.
And Yuri then, it jumps back to the main scene of everybody in the living room, and he demands that Lloyd shows his devotion, and he wants verification of his love for his sister, right?
Yep. And Lloyd is quick to respond. He said
he's a bold liar.
He's a bold liar because he said if spears and meteors fell from the sky that he would protect Yor with his life.
Hell yeah.
And this actually shocks Yuri. He's like, oh did he say meteors?
Meteors.
Like that's pretty devoted, I imagine. Like how would you even do that?
How would you? I know.
I don't know.
I mean, damn.
Yeah.
But he then out of his excitement, he spills a glass of water, and they both try to clean it up, and then they touch fingies.
Yep. And they blush and they pull away.
which is sus.
Yeah,
right?
and Yuri sees this. And he's like, why are you guys acting like that? You guys are supposed to be married for a whole
For a
year.
year.
Yeah.
So touching each other shouldn't
be
equate to you guys blushing.
I know, just hands too, just touching hands. And then he demands that they show their proof that they've been married for at least a year.
With at least a kiss.
A kiss. And then I love that they show Lloyd here and like they're showing a timer of how fast he's trying to think of
Oh,
like, okay,
yes,
what do
those
I
parts are
do?
awesome.
Yeah, and it's like ticking down and he's like, I gotta do this. All right. And then
He's like thinking all of this in like fractions of a second.
Yeah, so fast.
He does it all before like 1 second.
Before 1 second for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah. And so
I
he-
love that they put the timer down there.
Yeah.
Because like so many times in anime, like when do these people have time to think all of this?
Yeah.
And then the fact that they put the timer down there really solidifies how quick of a thinker he is.
Yeah, and also I think that pulls back to another time when like when Anya was trying to read Lloyd's mind and it shows like a paragraph of how fast he was thinking and she's like too much.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that is how fast Lloyd is.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff. And yeah, Lloyd is totally
And
committed
he
to
commits
doing this.
to it. He turns to
He's-
her and he's like, let's just do what I always do. And he leans in for the kiss.
Ooh,
And,
man.
and
but
you can see yours like, what's happening?
I know she's not ready. She's not
No,
committed.
I
She's
know.
not ready for this kiss.
Oh.
So what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know.
It's either gonna be like a kiss on the
think it's a
forehead,
kiss
just
on the
like a little
forehead.
kiss.
Or a kiss on the cheek.
I don't think it's gonna be full on mouse to
kiss,
mouse.
maybe a kiss on the hand? No. But I mean, they're push tricking us that it's gonna be lips. It's
Because
gonna be
yours not ready for this.
yeah. Like if
She's-
he kisses her
she
on the
might-
mouth,
she might
she'll
punch
freak
him.
out. No, yeah, or like something. I don't know. And then it's gonna ruin the whole
illusion, yeah.
the illusion that they've been married. So
Their whole fake marriage, their scam that
yeah, I don't know. Either that happens, or I imagine maybe Anya wakes up and Anya's like, "What is
Ooh.
happening?"
Yeah.
and then it stops everything, and
convenient interruption.
yeah, which I feel like
Could
little
happen.
children.
Maybe that's why they put her to sleep, so
She
she
can
can
interrupt this moment.
this moment.
Yeah, that could be a thing too.
Interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think is gonna happen?
Yeah. Did they
Do
leave
you
you on the
think
cliffhanger like us, you guys? I was still like, oh, are they gonna kiss?
Are they gonna kiss?
What's
Are
gonna
they
happen?
What's
Yeah.
gonna happen? Are we
Yeah.
gonna see Lloyd and your kiss? It could happen. They could kiss. But I highly doubt it.
No,
I
it's
highly
too
doubt it. I don't
soon.
think it's gonna happen.
Too
It's too
soon.
soon. And
And first,
and yours not ready. You
Yeah.
know, that's not right. He shouldn't kiss her. if
Yeah.
She's not willing to do it.
yeah.
Like
but,
that's
I mean, but she's in it too. Like she's in it. Like we gotta prove it. But she just, I don't know if she can handle it.
yeah, I don't know if she could handle it,
yeah.
man.
Oh, good
Oof, I
episode.
can't wait for the next one, guys.
Yeah, I can't
What's
wait
gonna
too.
happen here?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm so excited for the next. All right, you have anything else?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess that's it.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys like this episode, go down below. Maybe hit that lickety
mm-hmm,
like. Maybe consider subscribing.
Mm-hmm.
It helps Algorithm Senpai notice us that little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Onegaishimasu, Algorithm Senpai.
And lastly, we want to say thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
of
guys
course.
as
Thank
always.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let us know what your guys' favorite part was. What do you think is gonna happen? Are they gonna kiss? Who knows? Is Anya gonna interrupt?
Maybe.
Is Yuri gonna
Ooh,
faint?
yeah. I was just thinking,
was thinking
that
that
too.
too,
Like,
actually.
because I was like, what happened to Yor? Was like in the midst of everything, just knockout. Because maybe they aren't good at handling their alcohol.
He might just be sleeping. It might just jump to him
Oh,
and then he's
He's
sleeping.
standing sleeping.
Like exactly what happened when during the fight
Yeah.
in episode 3.
Yeah, where her heel breaks pretty
Her
much,
heel
and then
breaks
she
and
just
she
knocks
just
out.
falls asleep, yeah. Yeah, that could happen. That's possible. But yeah.
What is your predictions?
What's your prediction,
Yeah.
guys? And yeah, I guess that's it for us today, guys. Thanks once again, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Later.